Yo, stop fronting and use your head.
Wake up, America is Babylon, and she will be destroyed. Revelation 18 says, come out of her, my people. You must leave now.
Imagine a nation, rich beyond imagination, overflowing with influence, power and pride. A land where
Wake up, America is Babylon, and she will be destroyed. Revelation 18 says, come out of her, my people. You must leave now.
Shalom, praise AHAYAH, guys. Here, I just wanted to show you guys, this is my tent. It's right outside. So I wanted to show you guys. I did a major video about this that I'll play at the end of this. But I just wanted to show you guys, it's wrapped up. I got the steel poles. And the pictures that you see next is what it looks like. The only thing is that they don't have the steel poles. They just have the sticks. But I have the steel poles, so it makes it definitely more stronger, durable, and it lasts much longer. But this is the AHAYAH tent, the Bedouin tent. And this is what I suggest, everybody should have one, at least get one. And this is one of the reasons why you come out of Babylon early. And you get your things together, get what you need, so that, that you're prepared. And that you're not trying to run out at the last minute, trying to get yourself together. So yeah, this is my tent, and I'll show you at the end of this video when they put it up for me so you can see what it looks like. But I kind of it was so close up, it wasn't even that. But this is a 3-hole tent, and praise AHAYAH about Yashaya. But I told you guys to please go and let's support each other with the GoFundMe so that we as a people can survive in the wilderness. Now, the reason why I'm showing you my tent is because I have tents, solar panels. I have the things that I need to make it in the wilderness. So what I'm asking is for us to come together, for people who don't know what this money system is going to be. When you finally know that you need to get up out of Babylon, that we need to start preparing, getting the land, a place that is ours, because even though we may be moving here and there, and it may be so many of us, that one land will not do. At least we have something to start with. And so that's what it's really been all about. And the Most High sent me here for a reason. I know it, and it's to warn the children of Israel, tell you that there is a safe place to get out of America. It's going to fall. There's a lot of people who are working with the enemy. You see the hand signs. You see what they're doing. They're lying to the children of Israel, telling you, oh, don't go to Jordan, when this is the only place, Qadash. And I'll put in the description box of this video, Qadash. You can read the scriptures that go along. They can't dispute these scriptures. They cannot dispute these scriptures, y'all. So they can say, oh, this and oh, I told you this, because they see some skirmishes in Israel. But look, Israel is still standing. Even though they got all this stuff going on in Israel, Israel is still standing. Just like Jordan is still standing. So there can be some fallout, there can be war. But the Bible prophecy is that America will be utterly destroyed. That's the Bible prophecy. And ain't nobody really talking about that no more. They done, did a Jedi mind trick. And now they're talking about don't go to this place, don't go that way. But the Bible says, get out of her, my people. Come out of Babylon. Babylon will be destroyed by Iran, the Medes and the Persians, who are presently at war with America right now. So this is Bible prophecy. Don't let people lie to you. Okay, I give all glory, honor, and praise, and let me show you the video.
Bless the name of AHAYAH Bahasham Yashaya. Shalom, Israel. This is Sister Kana. And first and foremost, I have to give all glory and praise to AHAYAH, AHAYAH, Bahasham Yashaya, Wa Qadash, Rawach. Okay, guys, I'm just giving you a brief introduction of of me talking about my tent. I finally got a new tent, and I just wanted to like show you guys the tent so you can know, what your options are that you can buy.
You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Stag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised. Revolution will not be televised.
It's televised. The whole world is watching, it's televised.
Get out of Babylon!
It's televised. The whole world is watching, it's televised.
Get out of Babylon!
It's televised. The whole world is watching, it's televised.
Get out of Babylon!
A new tent, and I just wanted to like show you guys the tent so you can know, what your options are that you can buy your tent and how much. Okay. And it was kind of windy outside, so I'm going to voice over it because, you can hardly hear me, but praise AHAYAH. This tent is the 3-hole tent. It's very big. It's huge, guys. Big rooms, and that you can, have like 3 separate rooms: a bedroom, a living room, a talking room, a kitchen, a bathroom, whatever. So I'll be, this is like going to be a video series of me decorating my tent, guys, showing you like how you can decorate your tent, what you need to buy, and this and that. So I just wanted to give this brief introduction, and I'll put on the screen as the men are helping me. They're putting up the tent for me. Praise AHAYAH Bahasham Yashaya for men. They are so helpful, and these men are so helpful. Praise AHAYAH. So they're helping me put up the tent. It's very heavy. It's a lot of work, and it took like 5 or 6 of them to do it. So I could have never done it. And I just praise AHAYAH. And, step by step, as I start to decorate it, I'll, bring you guys along with me. I hope you, come along with me on my series. And then I also will be starting the homestead, the GLCC homestead series, which I will be, like canning and making food. And, once I get everything together and I'm cooking and things outside and preparing. So guys, I just want you to have some incentive so that you can go on the website, Hebrewism.com, and see some of the things that you will need to get. Some of the things are in large quantities, but you can get the idea, as we start to prepare for the wilderness, nation building. I want you guys to go on the website and sign up to volunteer, show what your gifts and talent are, what you're willing to do, how you can help, how you can, lend to the nation, and what we can do, and, how as we come together. So I just wanted to kind of share this experience with you. It would be great as you guys are making your way out of Babylon, as you start to prepare and think along these lines. I know it isn't easy, guys, and I know it's not, something that you can really wrap your mind around, preparing for the wilderness. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of talk you to it. I think I could put them on the screen here as I talk, and then you can kind of like just see. But it's a lot of work, guys. It's nothing easy. But, it's, once also the men of the Most High start to come out and everybody's on the same page, and we can start to, prepare for the wilderness, it's not easy. And like I said before in another video, 2 or 3 or 4 families can get together and, get one tent, because it's huge. I mean, you don't need that much space, really. Guys, I've accumulated a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff. So, I kind of like need the space. All the stuff that I have to be able to put it somewhere. So, and I plan to like take my stuff with me. I got generators and solar panels, so I plan to take stuff with me. So the next thing I'm really going to have to work on is my transportation, like getting some kind of truck, so I can, get from place to place and go into different locations. And so that's something that I really, really, really have to get. I haven't had a car or truck here in Jordan. I was taking taxis all the time, but now I really know that I'm going to need transportation. I'm going to need a truck. So I bought a donkey. I did buy me a donkey, but I have to now, work on it. So let me just tell you, this tent was an 800 JD tent, which will roughly be about $1,010 $1,010 or something, $1,020 or something like that. Okay, and or $1,200. Okay, but they're huge, and most likely people can share. Okay, so now the tent itself, just to get the goat head tent, that was 500 JD for just to get the material to make the tent. The 300 JD was for the steel poles. And the first tent that I bought, I think I spent like 200 on the total, and it's a total difference on the type of pole I have this time from the first time I purchased. And I'll post a picture up so you can see it. I mean, it just looked a mess, but it was drooping and this and that. But for the time, it worked. But now this tent, I got enough material to wrap around the whole tent, the whole four corners, and I will cut out a door and I will make windows, and you can, and add some extra things. So I'm going to bring you guys along as I do this whole thing, and so that you can get the process with me as well. Okay, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to do it as I prepare for the wilderness. This is part of my process, and everybody will have their own process, but I hope you guys check it out, share it, and so that people know we are going into the wilderness. That's what AHAYAH said, and that's what we're going to do. And it's best to prepare. That's all I talk about is preparation. Preparation is the key, because we have enough time to get it together, Israel. And you just gonna have to figure it out. We got to be proactive. We got to take the initiative. We have to build our nation and our kingdom. We have to prepare for the marriage of Yashaya is coming. Our bridegroom is coming, guys. So we have to prepare. And I would like to liken myself as the 5 wise virgins, not the other 5. Okay, so that's why I'm doing this. So I wanted to bring you guys in on the process and let you see what it takes and what it entails and what are some of your options and things like that. And that's why I basically put the website together, just to show you guys what you can do, what needs to be done, how we can go about doing it. It's not that hard. It's not impossible. We can do it, brothers and sisters. Praise AHAYAH Bahasham Yashaya. He has made a way, and he has made a prepared place. It's prepared for us to do this. All we have to do is bring what we need, basically, so, and I just, I'm really it saddens me to have put out the information, about Elder Ricard buying that $750,000 home mansion, when you know how many tents we could have brought. You know how many tents that you can help brothers and sisters with $750,000? Oh my gosh. And not just one property. There's 2 or 3, including the church that he bought. You know how much help it can be for the children of Israel to buy tents? I mean, do the math, 800 divided into $700,000. How many tents could we get with that? You understand? So, we must talk to the men of the Most High, and brothers need to really be standing up about this situation and forcing these people, because the only reason why they're getting away with it is because the children of Israel is not calling them to the carpet. That's the only reason why they keep on acting like everything is okay and everything is oh, they're making videos like nothing is going on because Israel is just sitting back being docile. But if you start pulling these brothers and elders and deacons and pulling them on to the carpet and be like, what's up? What's up with our money and what's up? Because this is supposed to be for the children of Israel, and there's only one safe place in the wilderness, and that's Jordan, and it's Qadash. And that's the wilderness of the people. So regardless of how people try to talk bad about Sister Kana and talk about this and talk about that, there's only one place to go, brothers and sisters. So, the cat is out the bag. Praise AHAYAH Bahasham Yashaya. We know now how, and so let's get past that and come out of Babylon, and a lot of people, brothers and sisters really wanted to be against Sister Kana and say bad things into the listen. It's okay. I understand that the deception was really heavy, but let's get over it, people. Let's swallow the pride and let's prepare to come out of Babylon, because AHAYAH is calling his people to his holy mountain, because you must serve him. Praise AHAYAH. So preparation is a must. Let's get it going. You can go to Hebrewism.com, Hebrewism spelled with a Z.com, and just look at the pages on what it is that you need to get as you come out of Babylon. Try to get, if you don't want to come to Jordan per se, get to as close to Jordan as possible, because you don't want to be lugging a whole lot of stuff, and you don't want to wait to the last minute and then don't have anything. So you can go to the website, you can sign up to volunteer, so that we can see, who needs what you can do, how you can, help, how you can be a help to, other brothers and sisters. And let's do it, Israel. Roll up our sleeves and let's get to work. So, as you see how they're putting this thing together, and it's a lot of work. Like, I couldn't have done it, praise AHAYAH for, the Most High providing men who would come and help me. You know what I'm saying? You see how merciful AHAYAH is? He will always send help. He will always provide every kind of way. I could not have survived all these years here in Jordan if it wasn't for the grace and mercy of AHAYAH Bahasham Yashaya. He is a merciful power. He loves us, Israel. And so I just want to tell you that, so don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. And if you can make it, if we can make it in America, in the land of our captivity, under those hateful people, all that witchcraft and sorcery and wickedness, we can make it anywhere, especially with AHAYAH by our side. He's so merciful and he loves us so much. We are the apple of AHAYAH's eye. So it's just amazing, guys. And I'm so happy to be a part of this process. I'm so thankful to AHAYAH for all that he's done and all that he's doing. And I'm so grateful to be at this point. I've been always asking Mosai, when we're going to do this? And when is going to be the time for this? And so finally is at the time for, wilderness, getting actually prepared. Because, I've been preparing for a long time, and I was able to buy some of the things that I needed, because I didn't come out with substance, guys. Like a lot of brothers and sisters, they can come out with substance, and that's a blessing if you can come out with substance. But I couldn't. I didn't have it, so I had to work, and I had to work my job. And, Most High provided me with a job. He made sure I was able to get what I needed, and I just made sure I got it. I didn't mess up the money. I tried to just make sure I got what I needed. So, and then, from time to time, I received help from brothers and sisters. It was AHAYAH who put, on people's heart to help. So I have to thank you, brothers and sisters, those who reached out and sent, things and to help me, get through this. I appreciate it, brothers and sisters. And, and if people find it in their heart now to want to send and donate, you see where this money is going. You see exactly where the money is going. It's towards preparation. And the more I can help, I will help. the more, if people can send in and they're willing to give and give, I can really help others. It's not even about me, because I've been able to make sure I got what I need. But I can't really help, a million people or brothers and sisters who need to come out. But if you do your due diligence, AHAYAH will provide a way. And as long, if other brothers and sisters start to send and help, and I can help lots. We can help all if it's possible. Praise the higher. So, brothers and sisters, you see where your money is going. I'm able to now to get a tent. Eventually, I would like to get a truck, a car, some kind of transportation so I can haul stuff around when it's time to go, because in the days of Moses, you know, they had camel and sheep and goats and donkeys and, wagons, but the men and women had wagons. But in these days, you can have a car in the desert. It's not far-fetched. A lot of people have cars here and they use them. They get these trucks. And I'm going to put the Toyota trucks. Most of them have these Toyota trucks. And I'm going to put, that reminds me to put the type of trucks that they use here, the standard trucks, but you can have any kind of Jeep or 4x4, whatever you can afford, and you can use it, you can utilize it. So I told you guys I bought a donkey, that's just to start me. But they have camels, and you can use camels to travel. Put stuff on a camel. Camels are very strong. You can also make a wagon. You can have a van or a 4x4 in the wilderness. So, that's what I'm planning on getting, because I'm going to need it, because I have a lot of stuff, So, and when we'll be pilgrims and we'll be moving, you have to be able to pick up your stuff and move. So, like again, I think brothers and sisters should, link up together and come together and, try to build together and start to buy the things. All you have to do is go on the website. I put most of the information. And if you have any questions, you can send me an email. Either I told you travel@yahoo.com, and I'll put it in the description box, or from the Hebrewism website, you can send me a message. And for those who have sent messages, I will be replying. I was in the desert, so I wasn't able to, but I will get back to you. And any kind of questions you have, any information, just fill out the volunteer sheet and tell what your gifts and talents are, what you can do, what you can't do, and things like that, so we can get an idea. But as we come together as a nation, as we start to pull together, AHAYAH is going to bless it. AHAYAH is going to bless it. And I know that it's hard because Judah is so scattered and we really don't know how to come together. I mean, unfortunately, a lot of bad things got to happen before people can come together. And it's unfortunate. But for those of you who are thinking of like along these same lines, we can start to come together now. We can pull our resources together. We can start to build. So this is just the beginning for me. I got my tent. This is my second tent actually, but it's a better tent. And, I'm going to start to decorate it, and, and I'll bring you guys along so you can see exactly what I get and how things, can come together and what you can get. And, don't be dismayed, children of Israel. Don't be worried, sisters. And I know, because a lot of sisters, they have children. They're worried about how they're going to make it, how. And the only thing I can say, brothers and sisters, is get out as fast as you can so you can start to prepare and adjust. If you prepared, there's nothing. The Most High can only help you and enhance you. It's when you come out unprepared. It's when you come out with nothing and running in with the clothes on your back type of situation. That's not the way to be. And especially if you have children. And I say this all the time. You understand? So, if you start to wrap your mind around it, I know, it seems so far-fetched or maybe even hard, but nothing is too hard for AHAYAH. Nothing. And this is what he said we would do. So, I give all glory and praise to AHAYAH. He is so merciful. He's so thankful. He's so loving and kind. And all we have to do is just keep his commandments. That's it. You know, he's calling Israel out, and all he wants is us to worship him, to give him the glory, to give him our praise, to lift him up, proclaim him in the earth. We are his people. We are the apple of his eye, and he just wants, you know, him to be the apple of our eyes. We have to love and praise him like he loves and praises us. You know, he has chosen a people, and that's us. And he loves us, and he's going to make it 100% clear. If people don't know it now, they will know it. They will know who his chosen is in the earth, So we got to just lift him up and glorify him the same way, and even more so, because he's our power, okay? So we got to praise him. Okay, so as you can see, this is the tent. It's being put up, and I'm so glad for this tent. It's a much sturdier tent than the first one I had, and it costs a little more, but it's the palm. And I also will be getting a canvas tent for my kitchen, and have a separate tent for that. I'm still going to figure out how I'm going to decorate and everything, but I'm going to bring you guys along with me, sisters, so y'all can see, how it can be done. Because I get a lot of questions like, how this and how that. Now, people are still working in Jordan. As of now, there's jobs, but it's definitely not like it was, brothers and sisters. It will definitely be harder to get a job. And so, but it's not impossible. And listen, with the Most High on your side, he can do anything. Anything. So don't forget to go to the website, check out my pages. I sell a lot of stuff. Also, if you want to submit some stuff on the website, there's a section, the hookup, that people, and there's a lot of work I have to do on the site. So I've been very, very busy, so I haven't been able to really go into it and do the things that I need to do, but it's up, and that's the first part. I'm so excited. And now I really will start doing the homestead, start cooking, preparing, out in the wilderness, and just preparing. So I have to give all glory and praise to AHAYAH, AHAYAH, Bahasham Yashaya, Qadash, Rawach. I pray you're coming out of Israel. I pray you're coming out of Babylon, Israel. And I pray that you're making your way, travel safely, take care of yourself, get yourselves together, be fasting and praying. We need to fast, Israel. We have to fast. Keep fasting to the Most High, and, begging and pleading and fall on your face. If you don't know how you're going to come out, you have to go to him. He's the provider. He's our supplier. He's everything. Okay? So I pray I see you soon. Mwah. Love you, Israel. Be safe and, be blessed. I give all glory and praise to AHAYAH, AHAYAH, Bahasham Yashaya, Wa Qadash, Rawach. Shalom.
ما تنزل صادق الماسورة دقرت. خلينا نطمن هاي نازل البلاد. رجعها يا زلمه. ارجعها ودي ارجع. انت ما يرجع حاطط وضعك. بالله عليك. والله. لا. يقول هذا مهندس. اما خلينا ايوه خلاص. Oh.
You need tools, yes.
فوقه. ارفع يا عيال. انا ضرب رباط. نزل. بس. الشيخ لا تنزل حاله بنزل. خل بحشك جوي يا جماعة. تقعد. جوي قاعد. خل بحشك جوي. عريضة. لا هي مية. سلطان هي مي. هي مي صحي. في مية. فيها. وجهها تعيد.
They put it in the ground so it will stay. Oh, so I don't have to worry about that.
هذا في الشجرة يا عم ولعنا. أقول عم ولعها هنا. عشان نستظل يا زلمة. ذبحنا الصوفة. كان لك بيبي كاموز. حمار. تبحش نزل. تصريح والله يعني. هايا. أنا قاعد أبص عنك البلد. ها؟
I'll go with the camera.
لا والله ود. والله ود.
This is the front.
You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Stag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised. Revolution will not be televised.
It's televised. The whole world is watching, it's televised.
Get out of Babylon!
It's televised. The whole world is watching, it's televised.
Get out of Babylon!
It's televised. The whole world is watching, it's televised.
Get out of Babylon!